Okay, well, welcome to our session tonight, and the topic tonight is turning the coronavirus crisis into an opportunity, and it's specifically focused on the coronavirus crisis, but it's actually true for any crisis going into the future, because we will have other crises coming into our lives from time to time. Now, right now, with the lockdown starting tomorrow night, and we are not sure, because it's the first time in our history that we are experiencing something like this. But the needs right now is, how do I find quality yet affordable disinfectant? Because right now you can't find any disinfectant almost on any shelf. Secondly is, how do I save on household consumables and have it delivered anywhere in South Africa? Because you can't really go out of your house. And it's becoming a hassle to travel somewhere. And then the third one is, with all this scare in the air of immunity, how can I boost my immunity by 37% in 20 days? So our talk tonight will then give you answers on all three of these questions. And how the talk will happen is, there will be two parts. The first part will be the content of the topic, and then those who are interested to stay on can then stay for part two, when I will then take them through a step-by-step process of how to get involved. And let's see, somewhere along the line we can also have questions and answers. Now, when you look at conventional marketing, on the left here I've got a bottle of Handy Andy, but by the time it reached the end consumer, it has picked up the following costs. There's the cost of manufacturing for the actual content, plus the packaging and labeling. Then you have a distribution chain made up of wholesalers and retailers, but it's still not enough. The final big cost comes with the final marketing through TV, radio, print, and in-store marketing. And that's conventional marketing. I've been involved, my family and I, for the last almost 40 years in NeoLife marketing. And it was always a question, how do they manage to give better value for money down to the end consumer, yet have better quality in their products? And the illustration that we'll use amongst others tonight is Super 10, which is a multi-purpose cleaner. But because we cut out that middleman of distribution, wholesalers to retailers, there can be more money for quality product in the manufacturing. And then the budget for marketing is pretty much the same, that except now we don't have to share it with TV, radio, print, in-store. It's paid out through a distributor organization, and NeoLife itself is also part of this value chain. So just to give an idea of, for the sake of our discussion tonight, I want to park a few new terminologies in your head. So SRP, it stands for suggested retail price. That's what the end consumer pays for it. PV is then value allocated to a product. Doesn't matter where in the world it is sold. And company, for instance, are already distributing in 50 different countries. So whether a product is sold in Uganda or in the UK, every time a bottle of Super 10 is sold, it adds 10-point value to the business size of the company. And then there's an important further value, and that's called the available profit. And for those of you who want to become more involved in future, it's also referred to as business volume, and that's the available profit that's eventually then shared between the company NeoLife and the distributor organizations. And just as a bit of a personal testimony, my wife and I became involved with NeoLife 38 years ago when she just started to work as a teacher. We want to start as a family, and she was looking for something to do from home when this opportunity crossed our paths. And since then, it has changed the direction of my life in big ways. And today, Eagle's Nest is a result of the lessons learned in NeoLife and the organizations we built. This available profit is now shared as follows. 33% of whatever is that available profit and the company is transparent per product on what is the available profit. But that goes to NeoLife to do their research and development, warehousing, national distribution, marketing, and support. And in part 2, I will actually show you how absolutely valuable this support is to each and every one of us online in a time such as this. And then the distributor organization, and that's any person who sees a benefit of using the products for own use. And then out of that 67% profit, there's already 25% that get discounted in your purchase price, that you buy it at your distributor price instead of retail price. And then as you start building the unit and introduce it to other people, there's a further 25% profit to be shared there. Then at a certain level, which I will explain later on, if you have a certain size unit, you are called a director, and as you develop other directors, there's a 14% profit share there. And ultimately, as your organization grows beyond 6 directors, you are a member of the world team leaders, and there's a further 3% there. Last Sunday, I introduced to you one of the products that is in high demand right now, and we've moved quite a number of these products this last week and the week before. Now, the topic was about what's the difference between sanitizers and disinfectants, and it then says sanitizers are mostly some mixture of basic alcohol, but it can have a harsh drying effect on the skin, and is not necessarily tested and approved by any regulatory authority. Whereas disinfectants has to be approved, and a good disinfectant will be registered with the national regulator for compulsory specifications. And in the case of Golden Care from NeoLife, we have a registration there where under a very stringent test, it has been proven that with a mixture of 1 part care concentrate with 10 parts water, you have hospital quality disinfectant. In other words, 100% germs killed, and you can sterilize instruments and nothing can stand in that environment. And yet it's environmentally friendly and human friendly. So just to focus on this product, to say, how do we build, and that's just one of many products that I will tell you later on, how do we build a business opportunity right now in the next couple of weeks, just supplying disinfectant? So understand that I'm using this example purely to illustrate the point. Now, if an outside person who's not a distributor buying care, they will pay 170 Rand retail for 1 liter of care concentrate. But 1 liter of care concentrate makes 11 liters ready to use. So if I divide 170 by 11, I get to 15 Rand 46 per liter of content. Now, the idea is then, and you also get your dispenser bottles from NeoLife. They cost 6 Rand each. And I actually went to Westpac to just find out if they had any dispensers and containers. They had nothing. They had 200 milliliter sanitizer containers left. And that sold for more than 10 Rand per each 100 milliliter container. So it's good to know that we have access to a place like NeoLife where we can have at least the containers as well. So if you then take the 15 Rand 14.6 per liter and you only put 300 milliliters into a unit like that, the content will cost you 4 Rand 64. So for a total cost of 10 Rand 64, you have 300 of sanitizers. And we've seen in this last week or two how people would pay 50 to 100 Rand for about 100 ml of sanitizer. Ours is a disinfectant, which then comes with a further qualification that it's proven that it works. So let's just say, for this example, you now just start a mini business for the next couple of weeks to meet this demand, and we don't know how long this crisis will last. And you sell a 300 ml container to a customer at 100 Rand retail. There's profit of 89 Rand 36 in it for you. And even at the retail value, you could make 36 little dispensers filled out of 11 liters. So 36 times the 89 Rand profit is a potential profit of 3,216 Rand. Now, this is just an idea for a business. So let's say you're now in a closed environment, people can't move around, and you become that supplier. That's what is possible for you just from 36 units, dispensers, and 1 liter of care. And it's a consumable, so it's get finished and people will have to buy it again. So this is the one example, which is a temporary opportunity. There's such a high demand for disinfectant. But I don't want to just stop on this, because this is not our long-term strategy. Our long-term opportunity is to build a community, and we already have such a community amongst our gig members, but we will have more and more community groups joining us, like the community chamber as one such group, and other Stokvels and groups coming on board. And it's important then, through our legacy coaches, that we show them how to save up to 50% per month on household consumables. I shared with you the story how my wife and I got involved, and what we built today was because way back 38 years ago, I saw that for the rest of our lives, we will use household consumables, and it just made sense to me. If we can save 50% for the rest of our lives, why not? And a large reason for our success is from this principle. So a typical customer journey would then be, currently they would buy their products from the shop, and they are made aware of the products through print, radio, TV, and word of mouth. And all we're now going to do is we're going to give them, first of all, the gig message, and then do the interview, and then show them how they can save up to 50% on their household consumables. And I'll come back to this point just now. But that's not all we have. And then in time, as they grow their confidence, they can also then move into our healthcare and skincare products. And on Sunday night, we just touched on some of the products. And tonight, I'll touch on it as well. So just to understand the financial opportunity in a time such as this, it is very easy then, by just replacing a household's current expenditure, for them to consume on a monthly basis between 20 to 100 points per family per month. And you'll see where that comes in just now. Now, when I make this statement, save up to 50% on household cleaning products, I'm actually conservative. Because let me take you through one of the products that we use extensively in our guest house. Now, who of you have now or in the past bought something like a surface cleaner like Handy Andy? If you have, you would have probably paid 56 Rand for 750 mils. Or people go and they buy a spot cleaner to take spots out of carpets and clothes and furniture and stuff like that. Well, that costs 56 Rand for 500 milliliter. And people would somehow in their cupboards would have a window cleaner or a glass cleaner, and that currently costs 56 Rand for 750 mil. Or you've seen this ad before, Mr. Muscle Oven Cleaner. That's 71 Rand for 300 mil, and it's then supposed to just clean the oven, and you need to wear masks to not inhale the very toxic fumes. And or the guys who want to have clean cars to clean the engine, engine cleaner, 120 Rand for 500 mil. So without you knowing it, because you buy it one bottle here, one bottle there, but effectively you are paying 147 Rand per liter ready to use if I bunch all these products together. The reason I bunch them all together is because they can all be replaced by one product called Super 10. Now, Super 10 to the end consumer costs 189 Rand per liter of concentrate. It also dilutes 1 on 10, which makes 11 liters ready to use. So now you're looking at 17 Rand 18 cents per liter for the content. If we now go and we get ourselves a heavy duty hand spray bottle for also from NeoLife, and then we put our own content in that bottle. So one dispenser is 500 ml, so you get 22 refillings out of 1 liter of concentrate. So that refilling costs you R8.59. And the product is child and nature friendly. So even if a child get hold of it and drink it, it will not kill him because there's no harsh chemicals in it. So that's why I'm motivating, and you can now see R8.59 for 500 ml compared to any of the other products. I was actually very conservative when I say save up to 50% on household cleaning products, let alone how we save the environment on not having to pay for all these plastic containers over and over. All right, and then you can't just, because we have different products, when it comes to nutritional products, you don't look at the direct savings. You need to understand things like bioavailability. So I've looked at one of the more well-known vitamin C selling in one of the shops like Disinfectant, and it's advertised to say 245 Rand for a bottle of 100 tablets of 1,000 milligram each. Now, if you look at another product, it's not 100% the same, but NeoLife's vitamin C, which is sustained release, has 100 tablets of 500 milligram for 310. So at a glance, it looks like, wow, NeoLife is far more expensive than a current vitamin C on the market. But if you start delving deeper, and I'm not making any claim on this specific product, I'm just using it as an example, but watch out for products that overemphasize the fact that vitamin C, also known as ascorbic acid, chances are it is then a synthetic vitamin C, and science have proven over and over that the bioavailability of a synthetic product is less than 1% of that of the actual natural product. But for the sake of playing fair, I said, all right, let's assume it's 10% as effective. Well, then with our 100% organic, you'll still pay R6.20 per 100 milligram, because I've now taken 2 tablets to get it to 2 of 500 milligram to give you the 1,000. But on the synthetic side, if you now have to increase the price 10 times just to get the same bioavailability, so it costs 25 Rand per 1,000 milligram. But that's not the only place that you need to compare. Now we look at sustained release. Vitamin C is a water-soluble nutrient. So within 2 hours of taking it in, and assuming it's the organic one that works, your body will then use what it needs and flush out the rest through the kidneys. Now, if you take the sustained release, they have found ways to now keep it in the body for up to 6 hours. That's at 3 times the availability for your body. So that means the same product that you would not have sustained release must now be multiplied by 3 to compare with the one with sustained release. So just on this little example, chances are that that product that you now buy in a supermarket or in one of the stores is actually costing you 75 Rand per 1,000 milligram of bioavailable. So that's just how one should look at all these products. Now, I don't want to spend too much time. I just wanted to make the point that right now we have what people need in terms of nutrients, in terms of disinfectants. So just as a quick overview, there's more than 12 different cleaning products. There's a healthcare range. There's a skincare range. But the point I want to make is, how do you make money during these tough times and working from home? Now, what we're building up is the Legacy Coach program. And the Legacy Coach program basically says, what is a Legacy Coach? It's someone who are looking after 10 or more people in gig and being on his own journey in gig, and help new people to onboard the gig journey by showing them where to look at the first 3 presentations, which is now available online, or you can download the PowerPoint presentations and do it personally. Then we would like you to help us to have a point of a monthly gig club where you provide at home or wherever a monthly networking event. And we've got millions of training topics that you can work through, but then use that event to also do a training and a discussion session. And then sit down with your people and out of your own example, show them how to convert expenses into wealth seeds so that you can then invest the wealth seeds in our products like the Loan Link Share and the Investor Club. And you'll also in time be contacted by our wealth coaches on the financial side. But tonight I'm just talking about household expenses, consumable products. And then over time, you don't know who it will be, but out of those 10 people, someone will become the next you, who will develop his team of 10. And your next job then is to develop other legacy coaches and grow gig structures, duplicate time and money. And all of this can take place in an investment of 20 hours per month. Now, assuming you can do that working from home 20 hours per month, that unit of 10 families switching their household expenditure using between 20 and 100 points each, plus your own usage, is equal in the NeoLife world to a 250-point business unit. And at that level, you are called a manager. And from what you save on the price you pay for the products and bonuses and commissions being paid out, that gives you about 800 Rand per month extra on top of what you're currently earning. Now, this is very doable. And the point is, if you can see yourself doing this, you now understand the basic building block of how to move the business forward. What you can do, you can teach. So how do you develop more people that also want an 800 Rand a month? If you manage to develop 3 other legacy coaches plus yourself, you have now effectively developed a 1,000-point business unit, making you a senior manager. And senior managers in South Africa currently earn in the region of 1,700 Rand per month from the various income streams. And now I'm just talking money coming through the NeoLife opportunity. And that's, interestingly enough, is equal to what people currently earn in SASA. Now, that's just a start. Now, let's say over time you develop other senior managers, and you develop at least 3 other senior managers, plus you have your group that help you to be the senior manager. That is now called a director business unit or 4,000 business unit. And at that level, without going into the detail of how, I can do it later, but you will be earning 10,000 Rand per month extra over and above what you currently earn, and we're still talking 20 hours a month. And now it's up to you how long it takes you, but if you can do it, you can teach it. And if you start developing another director, and later on 3 or 4 or 5 directors, you start moving up in what they call the world team leader journey. And the first level is Sapphire, 1 ruby, 2 ruby, 3 ruby. And at this level, not only are you earning the money, 17,000, 20,000, 27, 40,000, you also qualify for overseas travel. Now, right now, it's not a big incentive because of the lockdown, but believe you me, this lockdown will pass and people will travel again. And I would love to get to a point where I travel at least 3 times a year. But through NeoLife, we have already in the last 38 years traveled extensively at least once a year to various destinations. And in most cases, the company pay 100% or a very subsidized rate. And then as you keep, because there's no stopping you how big you want to grow it, but through the mechanism of what we now give you with the gig message, it shouldn't be difficult over time to have 6 directors, 8 directors, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18 directors, at which stage you have now reached the peak in the marketing plan. And what people are currently earning in Africa and mostly South Africa are the following at each level: 70, 100,000, 180, 250, 300, 400, 500. And it's being earned right now per month. Plus, at this level, your recognition and international travel increases, and you also start earning profit share, which explains why some of the figures just jump. Now, the purpose of tonight was now not to now recruit you specifically into NeoLife. It is to just tell you what Helen and myself have been part of for the last 38 years, but especially now that we're going in a lockdown period and you can't do business as usual, here's an opportunity where you can take your 20 hours per month and multiply it in a way by serving your own needs of using quality products and save money and improve your immunity. And by sharing it and also the geek message, you could become part of an exciting process. And Helen and myself are mostly involved in this one for the lifestyle. But here's the key. The key is, can I become a legacy coach and develop 10 or more people? Because if you can, then you don't have to worry what will happen next. Somewhere amongst those 10 will be your next legacy coach. And to summarize then, it's a matter of commit to 20 hours per month, look after 10 families well, use your own products, be your own best customer, and develop other legacy coaches. So in part 2, I will navigate then the current NeoLife website, which is the key why we can work from home and build a business anywhere in South Africa. And it's one of the most friendly tools that I've seen ever, and has only become available in February last year. So if you go to, now as a business owner, let me just go there, Cloete. As a business owner, you then get a replicated website that is maintained by the company, and you can then put your own name at the back. And I'll tell you how to do it just now, so that if anyone wants to learn more about the product or service, all you have to do is send them this link. Now let's just do it and let's see where it takes us. So I've sent you the link. It arrives at your email, and and up comes the following screen. So you then have place to put your little picture there, your contact details, and now you get a standardized website. But any activity that happen on this website, let's say people like what they see and they want to buy a product, it's done as if you are doing it yourself personally, although they deal directly with head office. Now the front page, the home, you can customize it. So I've customized the first 2 rows of products with products that I personally use a lot and recommend. And then there's some of the stuff that the company put there themselves. But then if you need to find out anything on any product, Shop Products is then almost like a catalog. Now, I'm going to take you to some of the products that we've discussed tonight. And both Care, the Disinfectant, and Super 10 falls under the home care range. So you go to home care and up comes the available products. And let's say there's Care. I want to buy Care, the Disinfectant, and I click on it. I don't even need to remember much. It's all there for me. So the client can now check it out. There's the price. There's the benefits, the details, the usage, how to use it. And it actually say for hospital grade dilution, 1 in 10. But for industrial and household grade, you can dilute it even further. Something like this can last you a long, long time. Now, if a customer then wants to buy the product, there's an easy add to cart, pay for it, and you don't even know when people buy, but what they then buy is as if they bought from you personally in your shop. If they buy less than 100 points, the company delivers anywhere in South Africa, but under 100 points, there's an extra 60 Rand added to the order for delivery fee. So at a time such as this lockdown period, we've double checked. They are in full business, full operation mode, except that they only handle online orders like I'm now showing you. They're not handling any people walking into a distributor center. But you can still continue your business throughout this period. So let's say you say, but I like this. Now, let's say any other product that tickles your fancy and you want to learn about immune products. So we go there to immunity, and under immunity, you'll find carotenoid complex, which I talked about. There's carotenoid complex. And in that 90 capsules, you've got the equivalent of about 115 kilogram of selected fruits and vegetables. But there's all the stuff that you need to know about the ingredients and what it stands for, the key benefit, research, etc., etc. So this is the front end that your customers will see. I'll take you into the back just now, but let's say you now want to become involved. Let's go back to care. So remember, care was 170 Rand for a liter. If you now say, all right, I want to become a distributor, start my own business, you come to this page and click on distributor, join as a distributor. And the way then to become a distributor is you need to buy a little kit of specific stock. I recommend the home cleaning range, which is the Super 10 that we've just discussed, and the LDC, which is then the hand cleaner, which we used also as a bath soap and to shave with. And it comes as that plus a whole lot of literature and tools to help you. And you pay once off 660 Rand, and then thereafter, whatever you buy from the company, you buy at distributor value. Now you can choose any other business kit of your choice if you are into health, and you can research by seeing what's available and go to the shop page and click on the products and see what it is. But let's, our example tonight, say I want to start as the golden home care range kit, and I'm happy. I go down, I continue, then it will start asking me what else do I want. And this is where you now can add, I also want care. So there you just need to know care is a home care range. So let's go to home care. And under care, 1 liter, it comes as a case of 6 or as a single. If I now click single, my cost as a distributor is 138 Rand. At retail, it's 170 Rand. So you can see that over time, as you convert your own household expenses, you can quickly make up, and even in your first initial kit, you get value for money in that kit. Thereafter, once you're a distributor, there's an annual renewal for 160 Rand per annum, which basically pays for you to have your own online presence, your own website, and all the maintenance that come out of it. So it's one of the most fascinating opportunities I've come across in my lifetime. But let's say you're now ready, this is what you want, you submit, there's ways then to set yourself up. I don't want to go through that. I want to go back to the front page to show you what is available for you at the back. So let me just go there. Let me log in. So you then get your own unique codes, and we can assist you later on how to do it. And as a distributor, you can do online ordering, you can watch your team, how many distributors, what customers, sales performance, your organization, how many team per person. You can have all that information. I don't want to go into that now, but here's the one that I'm very excited about, resource library. So of all the scientific papers and brochures and videos that has been done in the past on any of the products, you now have access to all of that. So let's just see audio flyers, brochures. Let's look at brochures. And a home care brochure. Someone is interested to see how he can convert his home. I can now go in that and download it as a PDF and send it via WhatsApp to that person. And I don't have to say much. It's all said here with reference to where it's necessary and so forth. And so this is the kind of support that you now have in your resource library. I don't know if they have on care, carotenoid, have on carotenoid, and I don't see it immediately. But then there's there's talks, there's videos, etc., etc. So basically, I don't want to spend too much time. I just want to show you the powerful tools that you have for a minimal cost of starting. And if you want to become a legacy coach, it's then expected of you to be a distributor so that you can do what I'm now doing and help your people as well. Then if you are interested in what you've heard tonight and you want to take it further, we have now come to the end for some people, or for some people the beginning. But then if you're interested, phone me. That's my number, 083-302-9840, for a private discussion. Or if in general you're interested, how can I find out more? Then I'll send the email to info@geektrust.co.za and just tell them you're interested in NeoLife. And then we will contact you to your wealth coach or your legacy coach, and we will send you the correct link that you can go and do your own due diligence and find out more about the product.